you know, what about the guy comedians that was out here catching hell with folks running up on the stage every 5 minutes? How did y'all feel about that?
That's been going on.
One of the most dangerous damn jobs.
That's been going on. I done been hit. I done had to hit. You gonna get. If you any good, you gonna get the fighting.
This year I had to knock it off the stage.
If you any good, you gonna get the fighting. If you ain't that good of a comedian, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you.
On the east side, the spot. You heard the spot.
When you turn to the gladiator school though.
Hey Tyler, if you ain't had no altercation, you ain't no good.
Yeah, you ain't good enough. You ain't got nobody's skin.
Yeah, he ain't.
Like, that's what it is.
Nigga, please. Nigga, I'm here for it. I whoop this nigga's ass every damn show, okay? After every show, witness ass whooping.
Gladiator school.
But nah, answer me this then. So leading up to that moment when that type of shit is going on stage, did you go into work thinking that I might have to whoop some ass today? Or
No.
is it one of them?
No.
Nah, never.
No, I ain't nobody. You ain't thinking about no
We coming
fighting.
to bring joy.
Coming to bring laughs.
Yeah, we coming to bring joy, but people don't be happy. Straight up, ain't nothing you can do about it. Like if somebody gets upset by something somebody says, they ain't happy.
And they
with
be
themselves.
mad. They be prematurely mad. You might be like, "Hey, player, where you from? Going on with your show." You be like, "Whoa."
You might know somebody where you from.
You on defense. Now you on defense.
Right.
Like, nigga.
Do you still go at them when you see somebody that is rubbing them the
have
wrong
to.
way because you know it's gonna make people laugh because they pissed off
Go
about
ahead
it?
on. You have to go at him.
Listen,
If a
if
nigga
you
tell you
any
go ahead on.
good,
Yeah.
you gotta. If you any good at this sport, you gonna go at them. You gonna win that, even if you lose the fight.
That's the part they don't talk about.
So
comedians got their ass whooped.
so Mike Tyson out in the crowd. They tell you, go on, Chronicles, go on with that now. Where we going from
I
there?
had Mike Tyson in the crowd.
What we going from there?
I had my, and I didn't crack one joke. I had 12 in my head. I wasn't about to.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I wasn't finna. No,
Ain't no need to. He an icon. You feel what I'm saying?
bro. At the Laugh Factory in LA, Mike Tyson sitting right. Somebody said Mike Tyson in the crowd. I was like, oh, man, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, man. I'm not finna acknowledge him. I'm already a big fan of him. I'm not even finna look that way because it always traditionally messed up my set when I look to the left and see Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston right there or something. Ask Girl, damn.
Whitney Houston's at the show.
No, yeah, at Uptown.
Bobby Whitney?
Yeah, this Uptown on Peachtree. So any celebrity, like some people say they ain't starstruck. I be like, okay, you ain't seen the right motherfucker. You fuck around, and come out of where I came out of and look and see right there. I was on stage. I wasn't supposed to be there. I would look to the left. It scared me.
Yeah, man.
So
Clyde Drexler
anyway-
was at one of my shows. I was like, oh, that's what's up, Clyde Drexler. But
Now, why the hell did the glad come
he
from?
live in Atlanta though.
Okay.
I didn't even know that shit. He lived in Atlanta. Sold him some weed.
Glide dress. So yeah, you I ain't talk about Mike. That's what I've been saying. I didn't talk about Mike.
But you know what though? I feel like this is the thing about, like I said, a good comedian. A good comedian is able to talk about somebody in a way that they gonna laugh with you and don't feel like everybody laughing at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you're good enough, you ain't just like picking on people and making it like how niggas do in school. It's just like, this is something funny about you and everybody sees it, so we all gonna laugh together.
Have y'all ever regretted giving somebody hell and you was like, damn, I gave that man hell in the middle of this damn show and I shouldn't have?
No.
So y'all niggas heartless as hell?
Only thing when Mike Tyson was there, I probably would have. I didn't do
regret the
it.
hell out of that.
I didn't do it. Bobby and Whitney, I didn't do it.
We had a conversation yesterday about the Will Smith and Jada.
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all, do y'all think it's this, because it's for the rapper that was here yesterday, do y'all think it's all set up or what's that real?
If it's set up, bro, I don't know what the end game is for Will because he is getting killed.
That's what I was saying yesterday in the
Like
conversation.
Adrian Burner say, man, y'all cooking me right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's getting cooked, so I don't see how he set that up.
Man, I'm gonna tell
Because
you.
rappers saying the slap wasn't real.
No, the slap was definitely real. I saw the slap. I was there. I was in LA at a restaurant in Hollywood. I was out there with Tip, and I was looking at the TV. I never watched the Oscars in my life. Looking at the TV, I said, "Tip, this nigga Will just slap." I said, "Will just slapped Chris Rock,"
Hey, Chris
and
Rock
he
said
said, "No, he didn't," because they had the band on TV after that with the guy with the afro, and I was like, "He did just slap him." And the cameraman B.I. went in there and came back from Facebook and said, Will Smith, it was on Facebook. First thing I seen, he was like, Will Smith slapped. So I saw that happen.
Yeah.
And that wasn't fake. I don't care what y'all, See,
Chris Rock
I
said
saw it.
Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw it, nigga. I was like, damn. So
Do you think that Chris was wrong for addressing his wife, which I'm learning that they weren't even together for the last 10 years, but
Yeah.
do you think he was wrong for addressing his wife like that?
well,
As a comedian, because y'all do, because we do that, you know what I'm saying? I understand us as being comedians is what we do, you know?
Yeah, Wicked, talk your shit.
I'll lay off for somebody that I've gotten good. I'll lay off. J. Anthony Brown used to talk about Don Juan all the time. I'm pretty sure he laid off, I guess.
Yeah.
But you lay off for somebody you talk about for years, I guess.
But at the same time, like,
But because they showed a whole bunch of times over the years he was talking about Jada.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I figured, I guess Tyler, you'll lay off somebody, right?
Yeah, you should. But I think, though, everyone was expecting him to say something this time. I think he was kind of in a box on this one. Like, he can't go up there and not talk about that slap. He couldn't do another special and not talk about
Well, I
it.
ain't talking about the slap. I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, he couldn't talk about the whole situation. I mean,
I'm speaking with what you talking about by even talking about her to
yeah.
get
If
the
he
slap.
felt like the slap came from Jada, he has to talk about Jada.
No, I'm
as a
talking about.
comedian.
He talking about
Oh.
Chris on stage at the Grand
At the
Oscars.
Oh, I
Oscars,
thought- I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about his stand-up
I'm
special,
asking
'cause he was
you-
talking about
I'm
her a lot.
asking
My
you,
fault.
One, I was asking you, did you feel like the slap was real?
Right, it
And
was.
if so, it
Definitely
was
was
real. Do you think Chris was wrong? Who was wrong in that situation? Was it just
Will.
a
Talking about-
perfect combination of both people being
Oh, you talking about for
wrong?
what he said about Jada?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, no, Will Smith is wrong.
Will Smith is
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah.
wrong.
So
Like,
you
Will
can't
in
do
that
that.
situation was the one you
Definitely.
would look at and
Yeah,
say
he could
handled it
have
different.
literally said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth from his seat, and it would have
been done with that.
and been done with it.
Right.
And everybody been like, yeah, nigga, like if we would have been on his side, like, yeah, nigga, don't be talking shit about my wife, and everything been cool. But he went up, slapped the nigga, then won the Oscar and had to cry about it and disappeared, man. And his old lady
Do you
out
know
here.
Chris and Will personally? Like,
no, I mean, I kind of know Chris.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
don't
was
know
wondering
Will at
for
all.
people that know him, would y'all think that it was like what we do in the hood, where you kind of pick on somebody, you feel like you win the fight? Would he have done that same thing with y'all up there?
I'm pretty sure he probably would have slapped me too. If I'm just saying,
I was
like, he
saying,
probably
Will
was in a
Smith ain't no
slapping
hoe
mood,
now.
man. You gotta stop a nigga from slapping.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, I mean,
you
I'll
gotta-
be telling nigga, nigga is 6'3", 6'4",
Yeah.
you know what
I
I'm
read,
saying?
if you read his book though, you see like, you know what I mean, he was abused and all that shit. So he got a lot of mental
Anger.
strife
Oh, he got a
and
lot of
shit
anger.
going on. Like it's like any man talk about any woman in my life, I'm on his ass, like type
Damn.
shit. Cause his mom's, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
getting beat up by his dad type shit. So you know what I'm saying, I can, relate to shit like that. So, you never know what people going through. So he just picked the wrong night. Chris picked the wrong night to make that joke, and Will just wasn't having it.
Answer me
Oh,
this
yeah.
though, fellas, with the world being back open, man, coming off of all of that time in COVID when stuff had got real, how long did it take for the comedy game to pick back up?
Shit in Atlanta?
Yeah.
About 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I think it stopped probably that 13th of March. It was back on probably that
Yeah.
23rd of March, something like
About
that.
10 days.
I went to. I mean, to be honest, I might have had about a month down.
Yeah.
About a month.
Yeah, seriously. About
Yeah.
3 weeks to a month. They was it's closed now, so I can say it, but Oak was
Yeah.
still doing comedy shows, and they had people spread out and spray down the microphone, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
And
shit
shout
like
out to
that.
Mike Upscale. He started right back
Right
up
back.
with me.
Yeah.
There you
Started
go.
right back up with me.
Yes, sir.
You right
yes,
Pull
sir.
on up, man.
What's
Yes,
going on,
sir.
man?
What's up, Top Gun?
Yeah, man.
My guy.
I was just letting them know I want to do a comedy. Me and you are versus.
He
comedy.
wasn't letting us know
Comedy.
shit. He was not letting us know that. We did not know that, Tip. Do not believe this
I
nigga.
heard him say something. He said something.
He did not let us know
Come
nothing.
on, man. I mean, tell nigga, you look at Sean, what the hell's going on? You must got some business meetings after this shit.
Hey, man, it's always been going
Come on now, come on now.
Business is business.
Yeah.
I mean, so now, fellas, we was talking about Partments earlier, though, man. I mean, as the guy that put it down for the time with that, what was it like putting that movie together for you?
It was a lot of stress.
Yeah.
But it was worth it, you know. It was a lot of collaboration and a lot of making adjustments, adjusting to the circumstances. But I think that it was done exactly the way it was supposed to be done. These guys, everybody jumped in and offered their talents and time, and you know what I mean. And really just kind of embraced it as their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, having all them funny ass niggas in one room though, Tip. What was that like? Because I mean,
we wasn't never in the room, nigga. We was outside, bro, in June.
We was outside.
Had a robe on, nigga.
That, though, man. What was it like watching them go back and forth?
I mean, man, it was inspiring. I mean, for real, for one, man, I think that these types of opportunities should have been made available to talents of this nature.
Exactly.
KDubb just keep kicking himself in the ass. This you can't get right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
He went out the park for me, can't get right.
so I mean, but nah, man, I think that.
Issue.
And also, man, the stories.
Yeah.
Like the storylines and the dialogue and the conversations. I feel like it's not enough of that being captured and kind of presented to the world, man.
Come on.
As far as storytelling that goes on television and film.
I mean, Dub, Tyler, when Tip came into the comedy world, what was that like embracing him and getting down with the movement?
I was with it.
He the one that started it,
I
right?
was with it. Yeah, man. I mean, he started himself, but he came through me. He had to come see the doctor.
Dr. Joe.
Dr. Jokes, baby. Dr. Dubb, the joke man. No, but no, man, it was all. That was back in really 02, man, 01, 02, when he's been in the comedy club. So.
Wait a minute, 01, 02, you was cranking that shit up, Tip?
Nah, man.
No, I used to be in the comedy club watching and admiring and giving out positive energy, like standing there talking with it. Saying stuff like, man, look, man, we gonna do some Chris Tucker Friday stuff, man. Back then, I swear.
And then
I swear.
And then he's knowing it's seamless because he's knowing the local comedians already. Like he was saying what's up to me before he really knew who I was. But I think he knew he was like, okay, this is a
that was with
comedian. I
me
respect
too.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Skull Bubba introduced me to him, and then I seen him again. He knew me more than I knew him. I was like, hey, I didn't know. But the nigga was so
Rest in
cool.
peace,
I was like, man, yeah. But no,
How hard is it doing comedy? And I want to tell you, I admire you for that.
No.
I told me how I was gonna do that, but every time he would try to, when you would say, I'm gonna get your.
Man, don't let nobody else. Don't let nobody kill your dream.
In front of here.
Don't let nobody kill your dream.
Don't goddamn.
Don't let me kill your dream.
But how hard is it?
With a friend like that.
B, I ain't got nothing for
I
you.
told your ass, don't you take your ass up there. Don't you take your ass up there. You will not work on this show again. Take your ass up there.
How much harder is it doing comedy than people actually think? Because when I saw you up there, I saw that you had swag with it. I did a little comedy one time, and I was a little bit more nervous than you was.
One time.
Yeah. I'm a classroom
Where you doing that?
classroom Jonah.
Where you doing that with?
No. What was that at Keller Road we did the movie at? With Dexter Turner.
On Keller Road?
No, the other one right off Keller Road.
You talking about right there?
Not Chit Chat.
Chit Chat. Chit Chat, they moved me out of Chit Chat.
Who hosted?
That why he did it one time, y'all.
Yeah.
Damn. We got to the.
You remember Big Old Fat Tiny? Remember Tiny? Tiny was the whole thing.
Tiny right here in one of these
I'll be fucking with Tiny on Facebook all the time. This shit is so funny.
But I want to ask you, how hard is it to do comedy versus rap itself?
I mean, I think it's a challenge. It's more challenging. Like, there's no music. There's no rehearsal. You know what I'm saying? The way you get a set right in comedy is you get on stage and you try it. It's just like going to a concert and freestyling a song before you even put it out and before you even record it in the studio. So you have things in your mind that you think may be funny. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know if they funny till you get up there and say it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it works, and sometimes you gotta continue to work at it. You dig? But I think it's that part of it that it's the challenge of that intrigues me the most. You know what I'm saying? Something that I don't already know that is going to be good, and I have to challenge myself with making sure it's good enough to get laughs, and if it's not, then getting it to the point where it is good enough. That's the fun part to me.
And if it all fails, he come to the doctor, man. And I tell him, I was like, you got it.
So what was going through your mind when you hit the stage and you realized that maybe that joke wasn't working? And how many times was you gonna give yourself to go up there and look crazy before you say, you know what, I don't know if this is for me?
I ain't never really looked crazy, I don't think, man. I think that, you know, there are shows that have been better than others, but I think that has a lot to do with me and how I was feeling that day and what I would, you know, and you know, it has a lot to do with the crowd and what they preconceived notions were of me. But all of it, man, has been, you know, I appreciate the process. It all has been a teachable moment for me. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
The roar of the crowd with the laugh versus the roar of the crowd with the music, though, man. I mean, which one is more fulfilling, or is it the same?
Nah, it ain't the same. I like the laughter more. I like the laughter more because they surprised by it. They're not expecting it as much. You know what I'm saying? Like when people look at me doing comedy, it's a shock and an awe in their eyes. People kind of expect the music to go well.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. But you know, I love it all though.
Was there any like backlash? Anybody like looking down at you because you came in, because you are T.I. and because, you know, you have people are gonna listen to it because of who you are quicker than a lot of guys that had to grind, if you kind of understand what I'm saying? That's
a phenomenal question. I'm glad you asked. There have been people, thank you. There have been people who were less, or should I say, more critical. You know what I'm saying, of my decision to enter into comedy, like they had a monopoly on laughter or something. but I think
I'm telling jokes. Now a joke get told if I ain't right.
Nah, man. I think though, man, people are real protective of the craft. You know, and they real, you know, and a lot of folk, they think that, you know, after 16 years of not being shit in a row, consecutively, they think that me starting
it's holding them down.
That's what's stopping them.
I'll wait for you to come out here and tell me why I ain't shit.
He picked the odd year, 16
years. That's somebody.
16 years.
That's literally a person he's talking about. 16 is such an odd number.
You ain't won a championship in 16 years, and you wait till I come around.
Nah, man, but I mean, I took it all in stride, man. And it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot. It taught me how much. It taught me how much to focus on what the fuck I want to do and not worry about what other people think about it.
Exactly.
Because I've been doing this thing called what the fuck I want to do for a long
time.
It's been working out for me.
Exactly.